Hi, once again, welcome. My name is Catrice Hall. I'm going to be showing you some of my um, my fan. I have my fan on because it's hot in this house, and I have my fan on. And I do apologize. I'm an amateur with the camera. This is my second, maybe should be my second video. So please excuse the house. Um, we're in the process of selling it. This is my mom's house. We're in the process of selling it. So I'm in the process of packing, cleaning. So you'll see stuff all out the, this right. You see empty bottles because that was where our little, who we call it? Our little alcohol beverages were. So I'm gonna try not to include all this because I want to show you guys my ovulation stick, and I'm getting ready to take another test now because it's almost 6 o'clock here in my time. So let me just switch this around. Okay, so you're gonna see I started doing this on the 19th of July. So this is all in on the 19th. Now here goes the 20th. At different times. This is at 8 a.m. This is 3:20. This is 5. And this is 8 p.m. And then this is midnight. Then this morning on the 21st, and this is noontime on the 21st. Also, you see how the line is starting to get as dark? Okay, so I'm sorry, I got where I sit stuff down at because my bathroom is kind of in a array right now. So this was at 12. No, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, this was at 3. This was at, was it right? Or did I go back to the bathroom and I just test this, and this was at 1-ish, 2-ish. This was about, I think that was at 1-ish. This was at 3. Almost 4 o'clock. And then I just went to the bathroom. And I got it in a cup. So my bathroom doesn't have good lighting. And I'm all over the place. I just had a phone call. So this is my cup of urine right here. And so I'm just going to dip this plain stick. You can't really tell because it doesn't want to focus. But it's blank, believe me. So I'm going to dip that in the urine for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I usually like to dip mine longer than what they say. There it is going. And I'm going to take that in the paper back into the room with me. Oh my gosh, all this sweat. And so while that test is going, I'm going to put it back on me. But I have to wipe my face because I'm sweating up a storm. And I do apologize. I thought I would bring this fan in here, but the fan doesn't act like it wants to put out, and it turned itself around. So you're gonna see me because the air is not on. When I'm here at her house for any length of time, I try not to use the utilities because, you know, since she already bought another house elsewhere, I just try to come get what I need to get with mine, get my stuff situated and stuff like that. But, okay, jumping back in. Like I said, we're waiting for that test line. I mean, it's moving. I see 2 lines. Just waiting for that other test line, to be as dark as the control line. So, like I said, I'm trying to get my head back into where I was in my first video because I just got a phone call from my mom about one situation, and I had to get on the phone and diffuse the situation with my ex-brother-in-law, and it's a lot. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all are trying to stress me out, and I'm not trying to tell, I mean, everybody knows that we're trying to have a baby, but I'm not trying to tell everybody the steps of what's going on. Like, I'm not trying to tell people, oh, tomorrow's the IUI. Only ones that know there's an IUI is you guys. But I'm not trying to tell everybody that, oh my God, you know, the IUI is tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. I just want to, because we normally used to do that. Now we're like, okay, just like, we're going to do it amongst ourselves. And once we get that pregnancy positive sign, we're going to wait till our 12th week, hopefully, to tell. But he wants everybody to know right away, and that's the way it was when we first got pregnant. Unfortunately, like I said, we miscarried. If you don't know, go follow the video before this one, because it'll explain that. I touched base on it, and that's my first video. And I know it's probably everyone. You're probably like, oh my gosh, you gave me a headache. I couldn't follow you, child. You were all over the place. I do apologize, but like I said, something moved me. I was laying across the bed and I was thinking about what's about to take place tomorrow. And I was like, as soon as I wake, either before I go to bed tonight or as soon as I wake up in the morning, and I pee on that next ovulation stick. And because if the line comes up darker today, there's nothing we can do about it except for me and him to, of course, go at natural intercourse ourselves, and do it that way. But he's supposed to refrain for having sex with me for 3 days because of the IUI, when they go to collect this specimen. He did not follow directions. He attacks me. I can walk in front of this man and he pounces on me. And that's one of the things, like, it's taking us, I know my body's getting older, so it might take a little extra work to help it along. Some women at this age of 44 can still get pregnant, like, at the bat. But for me, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's going to take me. And I know some other women are out there like that too. They don't know why it's taking them so long of achieving the goal of becoming pregnant and giving birth to a healthy baby, you know, at the end of it. But yes, it's, I guess, is at that point in time right now. So, like I said, I just peed on the stick. It's been a few minutes. I think I can probably let you guys see it. And you can see that the test line is still the test line, which is this one right here. It's still not as dark as this one. It's getting there, but it just hasn't quite got there yet. So I'm thinking somewhere, because I'm gonna test again probably at midnight. Since I didn't mean to test this many times. I don't know why. Like I said, I guess I got that phone call and it threw me off. And next thing you know, I ripped off a test, a packet when I went to go open up. And I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't supposed to do this yet. I was supposed to wait a couple more hours. I was just supposed to show you guys the test I've already taken. But now I have to go and input that into my phone. And like I said, I wish I had a camera to show you guys as I input that into my camera, because I use there's several apps that there's 2 apps. I got 3, but I mainly am stuck on 2 right now. That is Fertility Friend, and I think the other one's called Barometer. Barometer. And I love both of them. The other one is my calendar. I love that one too, but it doesn't go into depth like the other 2 does. But anyways, tomorrow is IUI day, and I'm anxious, I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm scared, because one doctor, it's my doctors. I'm looking at my doctors, and I'm like I said, I need someone who's gonna fight for me, because the doctor I have now, Dr. K, I love him, and I still have Dr. C, and I haven't let go of Dr. C yet, because I'm like, who's gonna take care of me? Who's listening to me? And Dr. K was that doctor. When I had my miscarriage and I was recommended, it was Dr. K that I was recommended. Unfortunately, in 2018, when I said, and I take it back in my other video, I said my job was straight. No, it wasn't. At 2018, my job was no longer straight. I was no longer working for the company that I was working. So that's why we took a step back, because it was like, well, our finances are about to change. We don't want to do anything where bring in someone in our finance. We don't know how our finances are looking right now. And even though he's like, it doesn't matter, regardless of how our finances looking, whatever needs to be done, we'll take care of it. But I was like, okay, but let's make sure we're straight first. First and foremost, let's make sure that we're straight. And once we did that, I started working at a nice little job that did like 6 to 7 hours a day, Monday to Friday. I love it. I miss this job. That's the job that I had when the pandemic had and shut everything down. I love that job. I can't wait for us to get back on our feet and we can call, because they're one of those small businesses that got affected and they're not doing so well. They had to let the staffing go, and the manager had to run things himself, and he's barely doing that because he barely has work himself. So, it's not justified for me to be there right now. So, but if I can go back to that job is, I can bring once we get pregnant, I can take my baby to work. I can bring in a nice little bassinet. My baby can stay with me while I'm at work. Is that we're kid friendly, because their kids come up there. They visit me when they're coming in to turn in their equipment, to drop off paper or whatever. Their kids are up there with me. Their dogs are up there with me. So that's why I said it's that laid back type of job. And I hate it that this pandemic has done what it's done, because a lot of people like myself are out of work, especially out of work at jobs that they know that they love. And like, these jobs come by once in a lifetime, because this job would have allowed me to still went to work, make money, and have my baby actually sitting right there beside me. And my manager that was local, my manager that was in Birmingham, the district manager, they did not care whatsoever. They welcomed it. And that's what I'm saying. I just hope that I'm able to go back to that job, especially to work, and I can get, who else job lets them do something like that, be able to go to work, make money, and your baby is sitting there instead of at a daycare or someone's home, and that child can be risk being hurt, neglected, or some type of way. But yes, that is where we're at right now. Like I said, that is my video. I'm trying not to make this video almost a 30-something video. Right now I'm at the 14 mark, because right now I don't think I'm going to edit. I think I'm just going to let fly. And if you guys were like, oh girl, can you please adjust this, and can you please adjust that, please bear with me. This is my first time. Like I said, something called on me to come up, to start recording, to start getting my message out there, because maybe if this will take and people can see what I went through to go here. Because I was supposed to have done this months ago, because I follow We Are the Decks. Love them. I'm so happy that Mariah is pregnant with her baby. Oh my gosh. And love Tanya. Oh, I love them. It's some other ones that I follow, but Trof Dof. I think that's how you pronounce Trof Dof. I follow her. And some of them might be younger than me. Some might be like when I say younger, some might be in their 20s, some might be in their 30s. I don't know, because there's other people that I follow. I know because I follow even younger ones. Because I follow people who are on a journey to become parents, not just let me follow them for their YouTube whatever. No. I'm following mainly people who are on journeys to become parents. Oh, another one's Chasing Butterflies. I love her too. And I said, let me go ahead and get my story out there, and so you guys can start getting familiar with me. Looking forward to, going on this journey with me. It's just, like I said, I pray that tomorrow everything works. Because after tomorrow IUI, because I get my trigger shot tomorrow too. Dr. C is gonna do my trigger. My friend up in Dr. C's office is gonna do my trigger shot, but I'm getting my IUI done by Dr. K. Because I work so hard, and the reason why I'm doing that, and you're like, why you got two doctors? Because, like I said, when I lost my job, the first job I lost, when I lost my job, and then I was working for that company that I love now, I didn't have insurance, so I got on Medicaid because I had to go in for my annual, and so I did that, and I went to that, and then the only doctor at the time, because Dr. K did not take Medicaid prior to you, before pregnancy. They took it if you were pregnant. But yes, I'm gonna throw around Medicaid. I'm gonna throw around, if it's there to assist, it's there to assist. But right now, then one of my techs that I work at my office that I love so much said, Catrice, you can go, because I started going to Dr. C, and I was talking to Dr. C about my issues, and she was not like legitimately concerned. She was like, oh, well, let's try you on this, let's try this. And then the next appointment, she put me on Clomid. And then Clomid, metformin, iron pill, vitamin D. She put me on that. I made sure I was taking all that. Then that's when she started saying that my prolactin level seemed a little bit off, like it was a little higher than normal. So I got recommended to go to Dr. S. I'm not calling her names out. I'm just going to go with her initials. Dr. S. I got recommended with Dr. S. And I went to the endocrinologist, and I saw her. She did a full panel. Oh. And like I said, she gave her recommendations, put me on levothyroxine for my pituitary gland. And since I've been on it, my levels have, because I went back in June for my 3-month blood test, and my levels have leveled out. I go back in September for my 6-month full physical, stuff like that. So then prior to, as I'm going to see Dr. C, my tech, Luann, I'm gonna call her name because I love her. Luann said, Catrice, you can get insurance on this. And I'm like, for real? She's like, yes, do it now before the cutoff. So I did it. Your girl got her Blue Cross Blue Shield back. And so now I got my Blue Cross Blue Shield back. I had to wait for my appointment with Dr. K. And when COVID came around, they canceled everybody's appointment because I was going to leave Dr. C and go back to Dr. K, because Dr. K put out a whole plan of when we miscarried, and I came from the other doctor, Dr. W. When I came from Dr. W and went to Dr. K because he was highly recommended, he put me on this whole plan of this is what I need you and him to do. This is what we're going to do this for the first 6 months to a year. We're going to see how you guys act. If you don't get pregnant after 6 months, we're going to reevaluate, and then we're going to put you on the medicine. Then we're going to give it another 6 months, or 6 months on the medicine. I think he said like 3 to 6 months on the medicine. Then we're going to go from there and do IUI, because he was like, IVF is everything, a house and plus another kitchen sink and fridge and stove and blah, blah, blah. I love this doctor. So like I said, I couldn't go to Dr. K because I was on Medicaid. And so once I got my Blue Cross Blue Shield, I'm like, yeah, going back to Dr. K. He's putting us back on, he's going to get us on this plan because he said that I'm going to get y'all pregnant, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now I'm back with Dr. K. Dr. K kind of scared me a little bit because, girl, you're 44. Your age is knocking there. So, you sure you don't want to try IVF? And I'm like, no, Dr. K, I know it's been 2 years since I actually been back in your office, but I got to pause, getting a phone call.